On today's episode, social media and dating. So great. Okay. That's nice.
What is your opinion on your partner having a Tinder or Bumble, etc. for making friends? So basically, what is your opinion on your partner using essentially a dating app to make friends? So Bumble has that little branch off of like, are you looking for a serious relationship or are you looking for friendship? Like, I'm pretty sure Bumble has that. And when I was single and I was using dating apps like Tinder, or like for whatever reason, which usually was I wanted attention. So there were people who were like, I'm new to the area, I'm looking for friends. And I get it. But my question was always like, why can't you use Facebook or Instagram to make friends?
Yeah.
But a part of me really definitely understands that Tinder is just way more accessible. You have the ability to swipe. Like, it's a format where you're made to message one another.
Yeah.
Instagram, you don't have to ever talk to those people ever. You just care about following their lives. You care about... You might not even care about it. Yeah.
There's more content available.
So, with those... They are essentially dating apps. With those type of apps and that type of social media, I just feel like I do understand why. Because you're meant to actually talk. You're not there to, like, comment and like photos because you don't have the ability. You're there to actually message someone. And I feel like there has to be enough communication, honesty, there has to be trust. Like, relationships should just have trust in general, but especially to be like, hey, I'm cool with you using Tinder, Bumble to make friends. That's fine. Maybe you have a joint account just to make friends. Your bio, if you're in a relationship and your partner's cool with you having a Bumble or Tinder, you should absolutely in your bio say, I am in a monogamous I am in a
monopoly relationship.
I am in a monogamous relationship. I'm looking for friends. If you should straight up, to the point, be like, I'm here for friends. If someone messages you and it's not in a friendly way, it's more of a flirtatious or, like, how would you explain that? If it's a flirtatious...
It's delivery. It's the same thing as, like, with DMing on Instagram.
Yeah, so if someone is getting to know you and it seems flirtatious, there should just be communication like, hey, I am in a relationship and I am here just looking for friends. It shouldn't leave the realm of friends if you were in a committed relationship with someone. It's monogamous. And that's just, it's cheating, like, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, this person is trusting you to use it to make friends. And, like, it might seem crazy to some people. Like, I've been upset before, like, why would you use a dating app to make friends? I don't get it.
Right.
But, again, it's a place where it's messaging. Like, the thing to do on those apps is to message and get to know people, etc. And there are a lot of reasons to like social media. Like, it's a sense of community. And if you don't feel like you have a sense of community, like you don't have friends, you don't know how to make friends, you don't have a good connection to people, and if you think the best outlet for yourself is like Bumble or something, I can't say no if I trust you, you know? Like, yeah. there's just a few things like that really need to be communicated, like, I'm in a relationship, I'm looking for friends, the end.
I think that's a different perspective than what I have. So it's like really refreshing to hear you're so open to that because, you know, you've heard my stories. Like,
I wasn't open at first, to be clear. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. But.
Yeah, it's hard to swallow.
Yeah.
Because there's just a jealousy about it, right? Because you just start to wonder, like, yeah, you're telling me that you're just there for friends, but, like, what's really going on?
Yeah.
Because it's hard as, like, an outside perspective, like, you're not in that person's head. So it's hard to be like, how can you just want friends from this dating app?
It's a dating app.
And especially things like
what
Tinder.
Tinder is like hookup central. Yes.
Sex. Like, that's, even if I put, like, I want a husband. Someone's like, will you suck my dick? Like,
yes.
And it's like, well, I mean, no, but maybe I would have had you, like, read what I'm looking for.
Right.
And you're kind of, like, made to feel bad. So it's here's my experience, and I think why my opinion is formed, and that I would, like, not be able to, like, move from it. But hearing you, like, really opens my eyes to, like, maybe I need to reconsider that and, like, decide whether my behavior is toxic.
Well, because it always depends, because it doesn't necessarily mean that your behavior is toxic. It's just, like, there are certain things that should be just your first natural instinct, like, hey, you should probably make it clear that we're in a relationship and you're looking for just friends. And if it goes further than that, please tell me, because clearly you're unhappy with this relationship.
Yeah.
Or do you want to try being non-monogamous? Is that a conversation we need to have? Are you interested in something more? Like, you know, it's just really communication.
That's a really great thing for you, because you have that option.
Yeah.
I don't have that capability within myself to have an open relationship right now. It could change in a week. Hopefully not, because then I have a serious conversation I need to have that I don't want to have. But, so, for me, I think what formed it is that I was on dating sites for a relationship.
Of course.
And that is hard enough to get someone to like my brain and want to insert a thing in a thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, so to me, from my limited perspective, how much harder would it be to then also take the sex out of it, right? It's so hard to even find someone that wants to be in a relationship with you, or date you, or be monogamous with you, or even not non-monogamous with you, but have you be one of the main partners. Yeah. That's hard enough.
Right.
Now imagine trying to convince someone, hey, be my friend, but there's no sex involved whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's really hard, and not impossible, but it's really hard to imagine that someone is going to be comfortable. Like, sure, let's just be friends, even though I'm single and I'm either looking for sex or a relationship or both.
Typically, that's what's happening.
And so it's so hard for me because it's not even my partner. It's the fact that I know my partner is a human being, and I know there's amazing and beautiful people out there.
Yeah.
And that's...
I get it. I completely understand. And I also, thinking in your perspective, I'm like, damn, she's right. Because I just had a thought of, typically when you use those sites, you base it off of, unfortunately, what someone looks like.
Because that's what you get.
Yeah.
You get a picture and either someone's Venmo or like a dick joke.
Yeah. So, which, that's so unfortunate. But, yeah, so in this particular case that I had with a partner is they wanted to use OkCupid, which is different. You get a lot more perspective in that app, I have to admit.
I love OkCupid.
And there's so many questions to answer. It shows you compatibility. Like, and that doesn't even mean relationship-wise. You should be compatible with friends to a degree. You're not going to, like, hang out with someone who you're drastically different than, you know? And so, the bio also, like, it gives a lot of information. And it even, like, you even answer, if, like, gender, pronouns, sexuality. And this person that I was in a relationship is queer. And so they wanted a more queer community. They didn't have a lot of queer friends. They just wanted to feel surrounded by queer people and have someone who will answer questions that someone who isn't queer can't answer. Like, someone more than me, you know? Like, I can't be this sole provider of friendship and communication. And so...
Which is really great that you pump the brakes and you're like, hey, I also need to be a person and exert my energy otherwise as well. Right.
So, it's just, I understand it's different. It's not like they're using Tinder. They're using OkCupid. There's a lot of information, and they were like swiping.
There's also a friend option there too, right?
Yeah. And on their bio, they put in a relationship and
not looking.
Not like I want friendship.
Yeah.
And that's great. But there's still that seeping, like, I'm not going to be good enough, like, or, like, there's going to be someone that they're way more attracted to or wish I was like or wish I looked like. But that seems to be my personal problem. And I get it.
You're not alone, though. That's why we have these conversations, right?
Yeah.
Because it's so important to remember that literally I just sat here before you as another human that was like, yeah, man, I see what they like, or I see what they pay attention to, or I see who they look at in public, and I'm like, oh, I'm not that.
Yeah. And so we had the discussion, and I was like, this is why I'm uncomfortable with it. You have previously used these dating sites. So, like, is it an old account? Like, is there people that you've connected with previously? Things like that. Like, that was bothered. But it was a new account, and they said that they didn't swipe on what someone looked like. They were swiping on if they were queer, if they were around the same age range, if they had, the like, similar percentages, like if they were in the 90 percentile.
Right.
So I was like, okay. That's trustworthy, like, you know.
Yeah.
It's so hard being vulnerable and trusting someone to not hurt you while also trying to not feel stupid when someone hurts you. Like, it's like, I'm giving you this part of me that's trusting you. Please don't break it. Because
it's so far out on the limb for you. Yeah. And it's like you're finally opening up. Yeah. It's like your experiment with yourself of like, you've never gotten this far to be this accepting. And then so you have this new trial that you start. And it sucks because that's the thing, right? Is it's trial and error. Like you try and maybe this time it's not going to work for you, you know? And it might never.
Yeah. So, and honestly, if they were going to cheat on me, whether it was OkCupid or fucking meeting someone on Instagram, they were gonna
or the
do
coffee
it
shop.
Yeah, they were gonna do it anyways.
The internet just makes it so accessible.
Oh yeah,
it's such a thing that it's a glaring thing that you have to like see within yourself immediately.
Honestly, I would love to have a conversation about the different types of cheating because there's not just one. There's having sex and there's also being emotionally invested in someone and hiding it.
Right.
And like if someone has things to delete or they don't want you to look in their phone, does that mean that they're cheating on you? Is there something to hide? Like,
is it cheating if they... It's like when you're not upfront about it, you make it dirty. Yeah. So even if it wasn't dirty before, it is now.
Yeah. Like, there isn't just one form of cheating, I think. And for a long time, I felt stupid thinking that, like, how can you emotionally cheat? But you absolutely can. Like, you could completely lose how you feel about this person because you've invested emotionally in someone else.
Yeah. You're
confiding in someone else. And you can confide into friends, that's fine. But there's a line where it reaches constant flirtation, constant communication with someone you're attracted to and would have sex with.
Right.
Like, it's just, it is a thing. And that's something that people also don't talk about. So that's interesting.
I always forget that when I pick, I have to answer. It feels like I'm going to
read
it to you.
It's like Jeopardy. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Or was that the...
this is a good one to bring it into.
Please.
The fake Instagram front.